Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberal Tarot. I'm Sherry, a blue dot in a red state, utilizing tarot to offer insight into these very interesting times we have going on here in the United States. So I'm really glad that you're here and welcome. So by the time you guys have seen this, we've all had our Thanksgiving dinner and now we're eating leftovers. So I hope you guys had a really good Thursday. And yeah, I wonder what news has happened since I recorded this reading. We all know. And so even as I'm sitting down to record this, there was more breaking news about this internal fight club that the Democrats, the senators are forming with like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders to, it appears, to put pressure on Chuck Schumer and Kristen Gillibrand. But I have a feeling that it's going to be a little bit more than just pressure to stop that corporate type leadership that is not working at all. So that may be the next reading that I record after this for, what would that be, for Saturday. So I don't know. I'll put, I actually do think I am going to record that. So when you see this, just know I've probably already posted it on the post site, but the Seth Meyers stuff will come out on Sunday. And then I'll have the energy reading start coming out on Monday. Okay, so back to this one though. So much news. I want to look at Maggot Mike and his Tiny Johnson. Actually, I don't want to look at his Tiny Johnson at all, ever. I want to look at a speakership though into, what's going on there. That reading that I did, and it was like about Marjorie Taylor Greene and like what was she going to do, you know, like her parting gift to, you know, the Republicans was going to be this removing Maggot Mike from speakership. Well, the only thing I thought that would happen would be like putting things into a context and a narrative, which would be the motion to vacate. However, it's going to be something completely different with the same end result. So what I want to look at is, I want to do a base reading into the House Republicans. What does that look like? And where does it go from here? And also where, does Maggot Mike get to keep his speakership? Which it's like, I don't think that he does. So I really just kind of want to know the narrative into like, what does his demise look like? Let's all, kind of revel in that thought. So basically what I'm saying is I'm using the good news deck with a lot of snark. So that's what we're going to be doing today. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. My husband's always like, make sure everybody knows, be entertained, be entertained. So, from base reading into the House Republicans, and also kind of specifically as it's relating to Maggot Mike. Grinder Maggot, Moses Mike, Tiny Johnson. What do we need to know about the House Republicans and their leadership? And I say leadership, I'm using that term loosely. Maggot Mike is not a leader at all. It's like I'm sitting here going, nope, can't say that. Nope, I can't say that. We're just going to leave it at what I said. Maggot Mike. What do we need to know about the House Republicans? Okay, and the House Republicans with Maggot Mike. There we go. For entertainment purposes only. There you go. Okay, and so anyway, short reading today, only 4-minute reading. The intro was way longer. No, I'm joking, but I mean, seriously, you saw how many times did I shuffle? And when I ask about like the House Republicans and how they're feeling about Maggot Mike, and that card comes up, and I did want a funny, snarky narrative, so I guess Tarot got the message. That's hysterical. Okay, well, alrighty then. And the challenge is going to be, how are we going to navigate out of this? How are we going to keep our seats? The storm clouds are coming in. We've got to put an end to this, an end to the crazy, because if we ever hope to hold on to any type of political power, we're going to have to get rid of, this nonsense. I've also read this card as the oligarchs and like the Epstein files, and that really could be a challenge too. These Epstein files are getting ready to come out. I mean, literally at any moment. So yeah, that's how well it's going. No, 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 no. Four of Swords. Yeah. Surprise. What are we, all the lies and deception is at the foundation of this. And I don't know why the Republicans, like Marjorie Taylor Greene's out there saying, oh, we were lied to. It's like, oh, no, you knew exactly what was going on. You have just crafted a story to be able to throw Maggot Mike and Trump under the bus, which is fine. I mean, it's funny. Here we are. And she has even said, like, we were supposed to be working for the American people. There is work that we need to be doing, but it's not getting done because of Maggot Mike. And that actually is a true statement. They really should be working for the American people and making things affordable instead of just the stupid nonsense of what's going on right now. It's also like release the files so that we can, get down, so we can, I get this feeling like just release the damn files so that we can move on from this. Even though the moving on there's no moving on. There is like a whole bunch of stuff that goes with that. But, the all the people that are named, all of the legal repercussions. I mean, this really is going to be quite the thing whenever all the evidence comes out. And the Republicans are just like, we're so sick of hearing about the Epstein files. Just release them. So that we can like work on moving on from this, so that we can work on, saving our careers. We can work on saving our careers is what's coming up with that. And then the outcome here, so much disappointment. So much disappointment. And, if you look at this, the three branches of government that no longer are three separate branches of government. You have, I know that Libby reads this as like the minor arcana death card. And I mean, it can be, especially if you're going to pair it with, another card that can indicate that. So this is telling me like Maggot Mike is not going to survive his speakership. This is probably 3 more people are going to be resigning. You've got 2 more that are thinking about it. This is, crossing the river Styx, going over the bridge there. I mean, there's a lot of symbology in both of these cards that indicate not being able to survive his speakership. Yeah, not at all. So, and then this one here was how many are going to be, and it could be up to 7. There could be up to 7 that are thinking of resigning. So let me do this one, kind of those two together. Because these cards here, this is like, nope, he's not going to survive. And I kind of want to know, are they going to remove him before, or is it going to be just through all these resignations? So I want to kind of know about this here. Is it through resignations, or are they just going to remove him? So a little bit more about this 7 of Cups. Okay, and the 7 of Cups with that. Restrictions. This is also one I'm seeing, like the blindfold, like they're not, and they're saying like that Taylor Greene didn't even tell her staff. It was just a surprise to everyone. So this could be like maybe there's, and I'm in that, this card here. I was getting the 3, and here's 3 here. I'm seeing the 3 here. There's more like 3 off here to the side, and endings. Huh. Restrictions, looking over, not seeing a path forward. I wonder if he doesn't resign. Because this is almost giving me this feeling of like, they've lost confidence in him. He knows this. So this is like he doesn't see a way forward. And it's by his own doing, looking over his options, battle weary, and you're done. So that's kind of like the feeling I'm getting, is like he can either choose, and this is like, what's he going to choose? Is he going to choose people resigning to remove him, or is he just going to step down himself? So let me just say, is he going to step down? Because this is really giving me like he knows he's done. He knows like there's not a way forward for him. Is he going to be stepping down? And with stepping down, an action, a decision, no, he doesn't have the support anymore. And the messaging. I think that he steps down. I really do. And this queen going in a new direction. I wonder if he himself is going to resign over the Epstein files. Yeah, he's going to resign after the Epstein files comes out. Yeah. I really think that we're coming up on the Epstein files being released. And when they do, I think he's going to resign. He's just going to resign the speakership for sure. He may have actually, I'm sitting here like, is he going to resign, like out of Congress resign? Let me ask that. Is he like resigning not just his speakership, but like out of Congress? He should resign in shame. Is he resigning? Like out of Congress, not just the speakership. How much of a resignation is this? And as far as that goes, racing forward, walking away, like he's been a good little soldier. He's done everything that Trump's wanted, even though, you know, it was batshit crazy. I mean, that's what I'm feeling here. And now I think he resigns. He doesn't have the support. He doesn't like what he's seeing, what he's being told. He doesn't want to, but he realizes it's over. And like he leaves. So I think this is, he not just... Guys, I don't think he just resigns. I don't think he just resigns the speakership. I think he resigns from Congress. And it's going to be around those Epstein files that he's not going to survive that. Okay. It's like, what is it? Empathy is the virus of a woke mind. So I'm not going to waste any empathy on them. I'm just not. Sorry. Actually, I'm not even sorry. It's just like, because I'm sitting there going, how do I feel about that? I mean, that's kind of how I feel. Meh. I mean, it'd be great for him to be gone. So, what else do we want to know? Where am I at here on time? I've got plenty of time here, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and look into, let's just look into the Senate leadership there, the minority leaders. Because now there's going to be a pressure campaign for Chuck Schumer, hopefully to step down and not seek re-election. Okay, so let's switch gears and go into the Democrat side on the Senate. What are they going to be doing? Now that they have formed this internal fight club to challenge Chuck Schumer. What do we need to know about this? Just base reading into this internal fight club. Like, what's going to happen with that? Okay, and with that, they want change and they want it now. I mean, there has been no, and I mean, I think the American people have made it very clear also, that Chuck Schumer's got to go. And the messaging, this is just beginning. Like, this is, I feel like just starting out. Like, the challenge is going to be, I'm almost getting this feeling like, do we really want to do this because we need to have this unified front? It's like, oh no, you want to do this. Get rid of the obstacles. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. Do we want to be, we don't want to be rash. It's like, no, be rash. Definitely be rash. And a lot of stress, anxiety. We need to be the party for the people. We need to show people that we are working for them and not caving to the Republicans. And yeah, the 9s here. Let me see here. Anxiety, stress, looking over, that's interesting. Didn't I get that for Maggot Mike, or was it the Trump administration? Like looking over what should be like. This should be reassessing the decisions made so you can make better decisions like as you prepare for that final battle. But with this, I'm feeling like it's really like the stress and anxiety over the choices that Chuck Schumer made and the surrender Democrats, and how they're kind of they're not, it isn't as bad of disarray as the House Republicans, but it's close. Okay. And then let me look at this. I think that this is like really challenging, like the message challenging this stupid action that they took by surrendering on healthcare. And the challenge is we're not, yeah. I just keep hearing, what is that, Twisted Sister, we're not going to take it. Like, they've had it. Like, the Senate Democrats are not, they're pushing Chuck Schumer out. That's what that is. We're going to start working for the people, not corporations. Are they going to be successful in removing him as leader? I'm just feeling like that it's almost the same feeling as I have around Maggot Mike, except Maggot Mike is like they've lost confidence because of the Epstein files. For Chuck Schumer, they've lost confidence in his leadership ability because they caved on healthcare. Okay, but the lost confidence in leadership, that's the piece that I'm feeling is very similar. Okay, so are they going to be successful in removing him as speaker? Or not speaker, sorry, minority leader. Are the Democrats going to be successful in getting Chuck Schumer to step down as minority leader? Boy, he's going to dig his heels in. He is putting up a fight, and he's going to use the bully wand. But eventually, yes, the burden will be too much. The justice, he really thinks that if he can just survive the Epstein files coming out, it's like there'll be enough of a burden that that they'll forget about what he did. that's the feeling. And he's gonna dig his heels in. He's not going anywhere. Because this is blocked. I earned this. I am not giving up, even though his leadership or lack thereof has been nothing but a burden. And he's going to put up a fight. Will they actually vote him out? As far as voting him out, the horn of truth is sounded, people uprise, agreements, and something being offered. For him to step down, it's going to be like, the truth is, he's no longer an effective minority leader. And so there's going to be some kind of agreement, some kind of like passing the baton to somebody new. If you look here, this is... Oh, and this even looks almost like the same person. Except, I mean, it's a female here. But if you look in this card, this is somebody who is... Oh, no, this is who's reaching for the cup. Okay, so this person is like, just think of it as reaching for the baton. And if you look, this person then now is holding the cup with something in it. So, yeah. There's going to be some kind of compromise that they're going to hand the baton off from one person to the next, and we're going to have a new speaker. So, when? Is this going to be before the end of 2025? Oh, and the 5, oh yeah, that would be... Is this going to be before the end of 2025? And the end of 2025, Chuck Schumer knows he does not have the support anymore. He does not, and that's that same card about, Maggot Mike, he doesn't see a way forward. Chuck Schumer's done. A lot of the same cards here. Offering something. Like there's something that's going to be offered and a decision being made. I wonder if this isn't, I don't know that, if it's at the... what I'm feeling is it's almost like the compromise is going to be something like he agrees not to run for re-election, but I mean, even then still see him like, oh no, he is not. He is stepping down. So I think whereas Maggot Mike, I think actually does just completely resigns from Congress. I think Chuck Schumer, there's an offer of some kind. There's a compromise of some kind that he will pass the torch. It's kind of like Nancy Pelosi, like she agreed to pass the torch, but she stayed on. She was kind of what Speaker Emeritus, is that what it was? It's like that kind of feeling, except that people are so sick of Chuck Schumer, like nobody even wants him around. I mean, I really get, and that could be my own lens and that my own observational bias is that I just am so sick of him and that corporate bullshit. Surrender Democrat thing that loses elections, that he just needs to go. So I'm willing to admit that, yeah, that could be my own bias that I'm bringing into this reading. But those cups and that 2 of Cups with the Page of Cups, that 2, something being offered, handing the baton off to a new speaker, that, or new, not speaker, new leader for the Democrats. So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting of some kind of compromise. There'll be like a time limit around it, like some kind of time constraint. But, even as I'm saying that, I'm really feeling like they may intend that, but he's not an effective leader that whatever they agree to, expect it to like be pushed quicker. Like he'll hand the baton over in a shorter amount of time than what was originally agreed to. That's the feeling I'm getting with that. Okay, so whereas little tiny Johnson there just ups and leaves whenever he realizes he holds no more power, Chuck Schumer is going to try to hold on to at least his Senate seat. And that could be the compromise. Like, I will run for re-election, but I'm not going to be, minority leader. And it's like, well, are you still going to, vote against our best interest in the American, people? If so, step aside. Let somebody else have that, run for that seat that is actually going to, work for the American people and not corporate interests. That's how I feel about that. So, yeah, looks like there's going to be some shakeups coming up here in leadership in both the House and the Senate. So, where was I? I was looking at Maggot Mike. I'm just trying to think here. Is there anything else I want to ask? Nope, I think that pretty much sums it up. So, yeah, I think that December is going to be a wild and crazy month. And then, as I said, that Hierophant is going to be all about the spirit of our institutions. And I really think it's going to be about the oaths that were taken and really examining those oaths. So that's what I get today. I really appreciate you being here. Tomorrow's reading should be, unless something else has happened, will be that Seth Meyers reading that I don't even remember now what it was about. Trump is wanting him fired. So I don't think he is going to be fired. I think, what was it? I don't even remember what all came up in that. It was a good reading though, because I didn't pull it. So yeah, that will come out tomorrow. And then I'll start the energy readings coming out then for December. So thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Share, like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I will catch you on the next reading. Have a great day.